Hello everyone, it's Hunter and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, it is so nice to meet you. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys my physical TBR. So all of the books that I own that I have yet to read. This bookshelf back here is children's books and my daughter's things, but then up here is all of the books that I have read, and then I also have like a handful of them on the shelf that's in front of me. But I do have a good bit of books that I haven't read, so I wanted to share those with you guys. I am gonna share how I got them. I have thrifted a lot of books. I do have a lot of books I haven't read, and it feels kind of unsustainable to have them and not have read them. So that's my goal, kind of moving forward, to work toward the books that I have that are physical on my shelf, because like I said, I just have so many and I read so many books, so there's no reason for me to not sit here and read these because I picked them out at some point, right? So I do need to get on those, and I figured showing you all of the books that I have would be kind of an accountability way of doing this. So I have thrifted a lot of them. Some of them I've purchased brand new. There was a phase before I was pregnant, so I like had no idea of the fact that I was going to be spending all my money on a baby. So before I even was pregnant, before we moved into this house or anything, I went through a phase where I would buy a book literally every time I went to Target, which was like at least once or twice a week. So I do have a couple of new books, but a lot of them I've gotten recently from the publishers. I've also thrifted a lot of books. I used to thrift books a lot more. I've gotten some from little free libraries and all sorts of things like that. So with that being said, this is probably gonna take a while, so let's just get started. Okay, so I have kind of divided everything into categories by genre or by author if I have a lot from one author. So I have the most thriller books, so we'll end with those. Let's start with the romance books. So first one on this list is This Is Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. This one came out not too long ago, and I was waiting to finish the books that I had from the library because those were due sooner than I could get to this one. So this is my next read and I'm so excited about it. I've read her other two books and loved them. Now I'm gonna try to rapid fire this. Oh, I got that one from Amazon. Lisa in Love by Fallon Ballard. I bought this literally because the cover is so beautiful, but I know I'm gonna like it, so I got this one from Target. Always Beat My Duchess by Amelie Howard. I got this one from the publisher, and this one came out I think maybe last year. I don't remember. By Jennifer Ryan, The Me I Used to Be. I actually got this from Dollar Tree for like $1.25. Next is Hidden Summit by Robin Carr, and this is a Virgin River novel. A friend went to a used bookstore sale and thought I would like this, so I really need to get on that. Also from the publisher is The Lover by Rebecca Sachs. This is not something I would have picked up on my own, but after I just read the description, I actually think I'm really gonna enjoy it. Next I have two by the same author. I have this one, The Rehearsals by Annette Christie, and I got this one I think from Walmart. It was on clearance. I'm not sure how much it was, but it was definitely from Walmart. Also by that author is For Twice in My Life. I'm pretty sure this is the Canada size because it only has the Canada price on the bottom, and I got this one from a used bookstore. Once upon a time I got on Facebook and I saw someone listed 10 pounds of books for $20, so I got a box of 10 pounds of books and I had no idea what was in it, and this was one of them. It is The Total Package by Stephanie Ivanovic, and it's a really short one, so I think I need to read this one soon just because it'll get me through it really quickly. I have two advanced readers copies that a friend gave me that she received from the publisher. We have A Winter in New York by Josie Silver. Love her, have read her other books and they're so good. And also Love Holly by Emily Stone. I've read another book by her as well and it made me weep. So these are both wintry books, so I'm definitely waiting until close to Christmas to read these. Next is Wild Love by Lauren Accardo. I got this one from a used bookstore for literally less than $2. This one is A Season for Second Chances by Jenny Bayless. A friend also gave me this one and I am just waiting until like fall, winter, because those are the vibes I'm getting from the cover. Next is this one. It's a hardback. It's Heard It in a Love Song by Tracy Garvis Graves. I got this one literally because the cover is gorgeous. That's it. Next I have The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. I have read her other books and really enjoyed them. She does really good closed door romances, so big fan of her and I can't wait to read this one. I got this one from Barnes & Noble and I did pay full price for it. Next I have Meet Me in Paradise by Libby Hubsher, and I got this one from a used bookstore in LA. This one is The Setup by Lizzie Dent. I really liked the cover. I got this one from Target. A Rural Affair by Catherine Elliott. This is not one I would have picked up on my own, but it did come in that mystery box of books. Because I only have two left talk about the nonfictions I want to read. I have The Situation Room by George Stephanopoulos with Lisa Dickey. It is the inside story of presidents in crisis. I am not huge into nonfiction, so I don't have a ton of them, but I got this one from the publisher. And from the same publisher, I have The Queen by Andrew Morton. I love The Queen so much. I went to Buckingham Palace back in 2017, and it was so cool seeing all the history and things, so I think this is going to be a really good read. It came out shortly after she died. These four are historical fiction. Let me share real quick. I have The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. My favorite book of all time is A Thousand Splendid Suns, so I definitely need to read this one, but it's been so hard for me to get into it just because there are so many other books. There's Bel Canto by Anne Patchett, and I'm pretty sure she just released Tom Lake that everybody's like obsessed with, so I'm excited to give this a read. This is Rooftops of Tehran by Mahbub Siraji, and because I like A Thousand Splendid Suns so much, I wanted to read this because I know it takes place in the Middle East. So there's that. And the last one is Border Child by Mikkel Stone, and I got this one, I believe, in the mystery box of books. And something fun is that this author lives in my county. I had no idea, so that's fun. I have a couple of the same author, Jodi, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but there is Keeping Faith. I think this was, yeah, it was thrifted, it's from Goodwill. Leaving Time, not sure what this one is from. Vanishing Acts, which I'm pretty sure I got this from Goodwill as well, and The Pact, which also is from Goodwill. I've got two from Emily Giffen. I've got The One and Only and All We Ever Wanted. This one is from Goodwill. I got this one from a little free library. Correct me if I'm wrong. This author is Ellen Hildebrand. I have a couple of those. First I have A Summer Affair. I'm pretty sure this one was from Goodwill. What Happens in Paradise. This one is definitely from Goodwill. The rest of them are as well. The Island, Barefoot, and Summer of '69. Okay, I've got two little YA books. Got Happily and Madly by Alexis Bass, and I actually got this one from Dollar Tree for $1.25. And this one is Uglies by Scott Westerfield, and I have no idea what this is about, but my mom gave it to me. Now we're gonna talk about contemporary fiction, or like anything that I didn't feel like really fit into the thriller or romance category. This is my most recent one from the publisher. It is The Collected Regrets of Clover. This one is from St. Martin's Press. This one, I don't know if this one is contemporary or what, but it is The Cliff House by Rayanne Thane. I think this one was also from my friend that went to that used book sale. I'm not sure. I have Big Summer by Jennifer Weiner. I got this one from Goodwill, I think. The Devil Wears Prada by Lauren Weisenberger. Definitely from Goodwill. It has the date on it. This one came in that little mystery book box. It is Sweet Little Lies by Lauren Conrad. This one is from Grand Central Publishing. They sent this to me. All the Lonely People by Mike Gale. I got this one from Goodwill. A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. I got this one from a used bookstore. One Amazing Thing by Chitra Divakaruni. I'm so sorry if that's not pronounced correctly. I'm pretty sure it was on clearance, and it looked really interesting. I got this one from Dollar Tree, We Can Only Save Ourselves by Allison Wisdom. My husband gave me this one for Christmas, birthday sometime. The Most Likely Club by Elisa Friedland. This one looks so interesting, and I actually started to read it. Literally, I have a bookmark in here. I was on page 11, and then I got sidetracked by a different book. Next, I have The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I got this one from Goodwill. This was in the mystery book box, Our Homesick Songs by Emma Hooper. I got this one from Goodwill. It is In Polite Company by Gervase Haggerty, and I'm pretty sure it's also signed. Yeah, right there. This one takes place in South Carolina, so I thought that was really interesting. Next I have Tuscan Holiday by Holly Chamberlain. I got this one from Goodwill. And this one is from the publisher Things I Wish I Told My Mother by Susan Patterson and Susan DeLallo with James Patterson. That's all for contemporary, so now let's move on to the biggest category, which is thrillers. I had to do a little bit of rearranging so that I could hold them easier. So, the thrillers. Odd Child Out by Jillian McMillan. I got this one from a used bookstore. This one is What Remains of Her by Eric Rickstad, and this one is from a used bookstore, although it does have an Ollie's sticker on it. I paid more at the used bookstore than I did it was sold at Ollie's for, but whatever. You have an Agatha Christie, and then There Were None. I got this one from Goodwill. Missing and Endangered by J.A. Jantz. This one is from Goodwill, but I'm pretty sure it was never read by the person who donated it. Next is Gone by Lisa Gardner. This one is from Goodwill. I have a lot of mass market paperbacks in the thriller ones because they're really cheap. Next is The Husbands by Chandler Baker. I got this one from a used bookstore. This is The Stolen Marriage by Diane Chamberlain, and I got this one in hardback in that mystery book box I talked about earlier, but then I also accidentally accidentally bought it from a used bookstore, so I donated the hardback because I don't like hardbacks and kept the paperback. This one is definitely thrifted and it's definitely old. It is Hello Darkness by Sandra Brown. I've never read anything by her before. Next is Dark in Death by J.D. Robb. J.D. Robb literally has so many books in this In Death series, but this is the only one that I have. This one is an older one, but these books are still coming out in this series. Next is Trance by Adam Southward. I can't remember if I got this one from a Little Free Library or if I got it from that mystery book box. Come Find Me by Megan Miranda. I love Megan Miranda, but this one's YA, but it's also more paranormal, so that's why I haven't read it yet. But I got this one from a local bookstore, so I paid full price for it. Next I have Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty, and this one is from Goodwill. The cover was actually hanging by a thread, so I taped it back on. Next I have The Stranger on the Train by Abby Taylor, and this one is from the mystery book box. And I have The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and I got this one actually at Aldi, strangely enough. Next I have Unsub by Meg Gardiner, and I got this one from Dollar General. I ran in for something one time and I saw it and I thought I have to have this. Next is Dear Wife by Kimberly Bell, and this one is from a used bookstore. Next is Missing You by Harlan Coben. This one is from Goodwill. And I have The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, and a friend gave me this one. Next is Truly Madly Guilty by Leanne Moriarty, and this one is from Goodwill. Find Her by Lisa Gardner, and this one is also from Goodwill. 10 Little Girls by Willow Rose. This one I got from a used bookstore, but I'm pretty sure it was originally published as an indie book on Amazon. This one I think is like a children's, I don't know, this is like young adult, I think. It's Girl Stolen by April Henry, and my mom gave. Next I have The Family Across the Street by Nicole Trope, and this one is from Grand Central Publishing. The Light Pirate by Lily Brooks Dalton. This one is the advanced reading copy that I got from Grand Central Publishing. I have read part of it, but I just haven't finished it yet, so that's why it's here. Next is Until I Find You by Rhea Fry, and I got this one from a used bookstore. Next I have Someone Knows by Lisa Scottoline. I got this one from a used bookstore. I've got two more Lisa Gardners, When You See Me by Lisa Gardner and Never Tell by Lisa Gardner, and I think I got these from the same used bookstore. Next I have Not Her Daughter by Rhea Fry, and this one is also from the used bookstore. I have Visitation Street from Ivy Pachota, and this is from a Little Free Library. This one's from my mom. It's Last Chance by Greg Hurwitz. I think this one is also YA. Next I have Something in the Water by Catherine Stedman, and this one is from Goodwill. Next we have I Know You Know by Jilly McMillan, and this one is from a used bookstore. The next couple are all from the same author, and they're all mass market paperbacks. I even have sticky notes on them so that I could keep the order of them in order. So I have Undone by Karen Slaughter, which is the third book in the Will Trent series. Criminal by Karen Slaughter, which is the sixth book in the Will Trent series. Fallen by Karen Slaughter, which is number 5 in the Will Trent series, and Broken by Karen Slaughter, and this is also part of the Will Trent series, but I don't know which one it is because I lost the sticky note. And these are all from used bookstore. They were like $2 each, I think. These are from the publisher as well, from Grand Central. There is The Drowning Woman by Robin Harding, and A Rough Way to Go by Sam Goronzik. We're almost there, I promise. I got this one from a Little Free Library. This one is The Perfect Girl by Jilly McMillan, or maybe I got this from the used bookstore, I don't remember. Based on the fact that it's an old library book, I think it's a little library. This one is Sweet Little Lies by Kaz Frere, and I definitely got this one from a Little Free Library. The Trap by Melanie Raby, and this is also from a Little Free Library, and I got this one from a used bookstore. When the Lights Go Out by Mary Kubica. She's one of my favorite thriller authors. Next I have Tuesday Nights in 1980 by Molly Prentice. This is from a Little Free Library. Emma in the Night by Wendy Walker I got from Books A Million on clearance. The Drowning House by Elizabeth Black is from a Little Free Library. The Whisper Man by Alex North is from a Little Free Library. And The Lamplighters by Emma Stonex. I think I got this one from a Little Free Library as well. And those are all the books I have that I have not read. I do want to point out, I do have a lot of books from Little Free Libraries, but I want you to know that I have put lots of books in, even when I haven't taken one out. And every time I've been to one, if I have taken a book, I have replaced it with a different book. I keep books in my car so that I can do that. If I come across one and see a book that I like, and there have been plenty of times where I've completely filled one without taking a single book. So I have definitely put more books in than taken out. So if you guys want to check out Little Free Libraries and don't have anything to put in, just don't take all of them, obviously, but don't feel bad about not having one to put in because there are plenty of people that put books in that don't take them out. So those are all the books. Thank you to all the publishers who have sent me books, to all of my friends that have given me books, and of course for people to donating books so that I can have them on my shelf. There's so many of them. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!